Hey guys, Chad Tracy back here with another video. I had 18 and a half years in before I was terminated. I had two officers conspire to get me terminated. They lied and said that I called them two different words, and then I threatened them. I've been fighting for my job for 5 years now. I've been asking DOC to reopen my case, to re-examine, Attorney General's office to reopen, and nothing. So here we are fighting the good fight as we do. We're not just going to lay down, especially if we didn't make those threats. It would be easy for me to accept the consequences if I did say it, but I didn't. So for them to conspire against me, that's exactly what happened. You gotta kind of just go through all the appeals and hope for the best. If not, it is what it is. I already have my trials and tribulations of life. I just want to tell you that this is Suicide Prevention Month, although New Jersey DOC has only mentioned it once, which allows me to pretty much verify everything that I've been saying since day one. They don't care about you guys. They don't care about us. They don't care about their own employees, officers, you, me, the person next to them. They don't care. We're just numbers in there. They don't care about the directors. They don't care about the person sitting next to them. As you get that high, guys, they're all trying to move up to get that pension, to retire, or to get a judge's position, because most of them, I believe, up in the top 4 or 5 or 3 are all attorneys. So they are definitely, excuse me, trying to get a judge's position, so they can up their pensions and everything like that, use it as a stepping stone, so on and so forth. But I did have a person in my family that I loved very, very dearly kill himself, and I hold that dear to my heart. He was one of my best friends growing up. Very, very good person. Took care of his mom, took care of his father. He has brothers. I miss him dearly every single day. Although he was not in law enforcement, he was in the military, he was in the Marines. When he came back from the Marines, he just wasn't the same. And yeah, I hold that dearly to my heart. So if there's anybody out there that needs help, like I did, that thank God I'm still here. I pushed through. There was some very dark nights for myself. Excuse my hair, guys. I had a lot of dark nights fighting this fight early on. Yeah, I almost wasn't here. The thoughts were there. I'm not going to get into that, but I was able to pull myself through, and let's just say I had many talks with the person above and the evil down below. And when the evil hits, it pulls you down like no other. And I'm sure other people, other officers have experienced this. And I can tell you this, that I'm one of the survivors. I did pull through myself. I had my family there. They helped. A couple friends helped me. I appreciate you. Appreciate my family. But yeah, very difficult times. When you lose your job, you lose your wife, you lose your kids, you lose that ability to tuck them in at night. You have a lot of mistakes in life. You move on, you try to make them better. And that's what I've become today, a better person, regardless if I get my pension or not, whatever. I'm blessed with a new beginning. It is what it is, guys. Listen, I'm prepared for the worst. I know I'm not going to get my job back. I know I'm not going to get my pension, and I'm secure with it. All you haters, you won. Congrats. I hope you got what you wanted. But realize this. Karma's there. God sees everything. The devil sees everything. However you want to say. You will meet your maker. Like I said before, I haven't gone this far to end or to stop. I had a lot of thoughts before. Everything is excellent now. There's no thoughts there. Everything is great. I have no issues. But I can tell you this, that when officers do ask for help and they're on camera asking for help and it's deleted by Internal Affairs, SID, of, they call it SID, Special Investigation Division of New Jersey Department of Corrections. When it is deleted and you're asking for help, that's a problem. And I can verify through my interview, when I was interviewed the first time with Internal Affairs, I can tell you exactly when it happened, because there's a lapse in times on there, and it's crazy how they're able to get away with it. And all you have to do is look into it, and it would verify exactly what I'm saying. But anyways, listen, dark times, better times now. I miss my cousin dearly. His name was Nick. Now a day goes by that I don't think of him. I don't think of you, Nick. I think of you every single day. And I hope you're doing a lot better up there than you did down here. So yeah, there is a special place in my heart for suicide prevention, things of that nature. Anybody needs any help at any time, please reach out. You have my email, treyy1975@gmail.com. Reach out anytime, guys. There's no issues. I'll keep it private. I'll do anything I can to help and keep it private. So, moving on. I just want to verify a couple things from last video. That piece of paper was found in our ATSEG of the old ATSEG of Albert C. Wagner. It's now, I think it's called RHU. I may be mistaken. I don't know the correct verbiage. It's a Red Roof Inn at Garden State now, since Wagner has shut down. They did find it. People did see it. And that person or those people were not interviewed by Internal Affairs, although that name was given. He did not interview that person. And I verified that with that person when I spoke to him. It's crazy. Because, Internal Affairs or SID, I know you have your recordings as well as I have my recordings. So we should compare and see the names that I brought up and the names that you actually investigated, because they're not the same. But I guess that's what you get in Department of Corrections. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe y'all sure lied. I doubt it. But that piece of paper was found in the RHU ATSEG lobby control, and then down on the compound. And it just so happens that that piece of shit major was working, that came in early to check on officers. And only way that somebody is able to get my files or my disciplinary record in New Jersey DOC is to type in a password or get it through Internal Affairs or SID uptown, or they got it at Human Resources, and they got somebody to do it for them and to pull it up. But it's all good. I mean, if you guys are going to do it, at least combine the charges. Don't make it bigger than what it really is, because it's essentially what you did. the one charge or two charges. They actually all should have been off of there, but I never got over there to take them off, so it's not a big deal. I don't hide from it. There's one charge that I don't even remember it. It should never even be on there, and that was a lie and falsified by New Jersey DOC or whomever made that paper. But you know, it is what it is with the other charges on that thing. So you didn't hurt my feelings. I think it's funny that you guys went to that extent to pull that up, and I find it very interesting that I take up that much of your mind space, and I'm renting space in your head for you to do something like that. I guess I got you that aggravated. But the one individual during the second incident, it just so happened that he was off that day, or he took off when it was presented to everybody. And then the one individual was working. The one that I brought up, that he's always beating the piss test, that he was actually cheating on his wife with another female in there. If you need names, I will provide them. You know, they say that the walls have ears, and if they could talk, well, those walls are now talking, and that's me. The walls are talking through me. So, yeah. So that individual that was beating a piss test, and he was always smoking weed and getting high with coke, that was an officer. He still remains an officer. He was at one time a civilian. He was in operations, and he looks like a little crackhead now. It just so happens that he was working that night also. And people that night seen it in the morning, and you know, we know where it all pinpoints to. It's all good, guys. Excellent, great work. I liked it, masterpiece. But if you're gonna tell, I mean, at least tell the truth. Come on, guys, just be honest. Like I'm being honest with all your stuff, totally dead honest. I got nothing to lose. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna do sue me for what? I don't have anything, so it is what it is. You guys, you know, I took that all away from myself. It is what it is, because I fed into your bullshit. But you live and learn, right? But yeah, moving on. So you know, we talked about the Suicide Awareness Month. We did talk about the placement of the paper, and we talked about how, you know, individuals that did work that night, that came in or worked or had off the following day, and there was others. So moving on, Garden State. Who's in charge over there? I just want to know who's in charge, because I'm sure, I don't know if you guys hear that clown music going in the back, the circus. Like, who the frig is running the show there? I mean, this is literally embarrassing. I don't know if the governor's office knows what the hell is going on in New Jersey DOC, but I guess they soon will be, because I am tagging the governor in everything. So I will be tagging him especially in this video, and any of his subordinates. I did reach out to the commissioner, a couple of the assistant commissioners, in regards to that letter. Investigation was done, and still no answer. So I guess it's still open, guys. So I guess be careful what you wish for, and it is what it is. But listen, getting back, I keep on going off on the tangent. I know, I apologize. Tower 5 closed. Tower 5 closed, and they're going to open up a women's facility right across the way from Tower 5 in that open field. So why did Tower 5 close? I have no idea. I mean, you have, on Saturday and Sundays, the Friends Field, I believe it's called, right behind Tower 5, out on Ward Avenue. they play soccer there, and even during the week, they're playing soccer there, and people are continuously parking on the property. At least that's what they did when Wagner was open. Excuse me. And they shut down Tower 5 when Tower 5 can see everything. I mean, you got runners that are running on grounds. Excuse me. You got runners going on grounds, running. That's what they did when I was there, and they continue to do it today. I mean, what are you thinking? You would have people coming on grounds. You had you had inmates driving their car on grounds, ex-inmates. The only thing that they're doing is driving on grounds is probably dropping off drugs to their homies that are in there. So with that being said, that was a bad look, taking out Tower 5. Then you got you got that big dude, big fat guy. He was like real thin when he was at Wagner. He's now a major. He's a lieutenant at Wagner. He was I believe, at Garden State prior as a sergeant or an officer, what have you. I forget now. But he lost a lot of weight at Wagner, gained everything back and then some. So do you ever see the girl on, I believe it's Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, when she eats the gum, and she gets like real big, and she can barely walk, and she's walking down like the little alleyway? That's exactly what this major looks like. I don't know why New Jersey DOC doesn't have a fitness or something in the benefits that allows them to get a lower rate for benefits, because when you're as heavy as they are, as this person is, I mean, you can have a stroke, heart attack. It's just not a healthy look. I'm not going to get too personal, but I can tell you this, is that when he was at Wagner and he was thin, he was having sex with one of the officers there, and that person is now a sergeant. They had a pretty long relationship, and I hope his wife is watching, because I'm sure that she would go absolutely ballistic if she heard this. Maybe I'll send her an email and let her know and let her see this video, send it to her, or maybe somebody else will. But yeah, so that particular major that came down from uptown, he actually went up in Tower 5. And I don't know if anybody's been up in Tower 5, and I know officers that have, and sergeants, lieutenants. You know, there's a sergeant that used to come around that when I was there, you know, would come and sign the book and leave, whatever. But they were all thin. Like this guy, his thighs or his stomach must be rubbing on those steps going all the way up and then coming all the way back down. I'm surprised he made it up there, because that's a pretty far hike up there. And thank God it's a little cool out there, because I'm sure he didn't have his vest on like that piece of shit major that works at Garden State, the old guy that should be retired, that goes out for lunch every single day with his girlfriend. So I guess apparently he's still doing it, and nothing's being said or done. But Mr. Director, there you go. He's leaving grounds. And when was the last time he got piss tested? Do majors get piss tested anymore? How about lieutenants? Do they get piss tested anymore? Or sergeants? Or does it stop only with officers? I guess only officers get piss tested. No directors or administrators or associate or assistant get piss tested anymore. But anyway, so yeah, they went up there. He went up there and looked around, took pictures, came back down. And I know his thighs were screaming, because he's heavy as now. So he went up there, and I don't know who's in charge. I don't know if it's Holmes or if it shoots right from the commissioner. But somebody's got to get it together. So they closed down Tower 5. A couple days later, They reopened Tower 5 and shut down Tower 6. What the hell is going on? They need both towers open because of safety and security. You got all inmates that are still down there working, and then you got RHU, and then you I I-Wing, which is a min unit, surrounded by a fence. But they see all that, and they're shutting down towers for what reason? What common sense is that? Especially if they're going to open up a women's facility right there. I mean, it was just approved this past year, early June or July, I believe. Maybe August, I forget. No, June. There was something written up in the paper about it. So with that being said, what kind of sense is that? I don't get the thinking. Safety and security first. What about the ulcers? The couple of ulcers that are in I-Wing, or the officers that are in RHU or ATSEG, their safety, yeah, they may have a rover, but he can't be everywhere, and that's what those towers are for. So they shut down Tower 5, they reopened Tower 5, and then shut down Tower 6. Then reopened Tower 6 a day or two later. Like, what the hell is going on? The union's okay with this? The IVP is okay with this? The IVP is in the administrator's pocket. He's in their office all day long hanging out. That guy does no breaks whatsoever. He is not on the floor. He barely gets mandatoried. If he does at all, he makes up some bullshit lie. Because that joker is never on any units. So, what is going on? Who's running the show? Hey, GA Sergeant. If you need that IVP, he's in administrator's office. Just call there, or he's in the major's office hanging out with the major. Because, he's part of Good Old Boys Club. So maybe you want to look in there. If you need extra GAs, just call upon him because, I don't think he carries his radio either. I guess he's a part of the administrative duties. Does he even wear his vest? When was the last time they had lineup and they checked for vests? And Barbie, are you showing up for work on time? What's going on? Jeez. Man, I heard some rumors about your ex. My man, what happened with you when you were a cop? Huh? What happened when you were a cop before Department of Corrections? Man, we're going to save that one for next week. Who is in charge at Garden State? Is the administrator in charge? I hope not. I hope not. Because, all due respect, they're making you look like trash right now. So, man, or maybe it's Uptown making the decisions. I don't know. But whoever made that decision, that's some moronish. Is that even a word? You got to be a moron to do that. Safety and security of your officers first. I know it's hard to say. Safety, here, let's say it together. Safety and security of your officers. Safety and security of your officers come first. Of the institution. Safety and security of your officers. Sheesh. I guess all that weed that those guys are smoking in there now is just going right through the head because they are not making the right decisions and it's going to get somebody hurt. So, that's it, guys. That's it for tonight. I will see you in a couple days. I got some more. And, yeah, that retired major. Why did you get terminated when you're a police officer prior to going into DOC?